checkers and pleasers, and welcome to Checkpoint, the show where we discuss and discern the most recent events of Check Please. Today we are discussing episodes 36, 37, and 38.
A threefer. Woo!
Everyone
So let's go
around
fast.
here is Beardy, Keni, Screwy,
Yeah.
Grem, Shane, Xeno. All right, cool.
Hello, we did it. All right, so let's burn through these because they're going to take forever otherwise. So, does
This
anyone
isn't
remember
a review show. This is a talk
This is
show.
a talk show reaction. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
okay,
So,
okay.
does anyone remember 36?
I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
I don't know what breakfast is. Go
I'm
ahead.
getting old. Not 36.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which one was that one? Was that when we finished the fight after the garden, or is that during the garden fight? I don't even fucking know.
Garden?
So the
garden.
the tree fight.
The tree fight.
Oh, the orchard. Gotcha.
Yeah, the
Yeah, that
orchard.
No, I was talking about the garden golems that came into the inn.
Oh, yes.
No,
Oh, the salads. Yeah,
the
yeah,
salads were
Yes.
was before that, and the salads attacking the clothing shop was even before that. But us fucking up the big tree, I think that was 36.
That was I was absent that
36
week.
Was called Rain Check, and that was the episode where Louis and Zulin went off to get clothing and flowers, and Bastian, Xander,
okay.
and Valentino went to get clothing and got
correct.
mobbed by the salad monsters.
Yeah.
And then, you
Okay.
know, Elena. Yay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you found Elena at the end, having been accosted by the killer,
True.
potentially the killer, and
I
having.
mean, a killer. I think there was little to say
Well-
potentially about that.
Elena didn't die, so technically.
I
Technically
guess
not a
we
killer.
haven't seen it kill anything yet, technically.
Yeah, that the elemental assassin hasn't
Look,
killed anyone in front of you.
unless it was gonna heal her afterwards. Like,
Okay.
Well,
I'm,
technically,
I'm just a maimer. I just cut off all of their skin. It's not my fault that they die
Technically,
afterwards.
the carver or the carvings, that shit heals after the
Heals.
organ is removed.
Also, if it's an assassin, it's pretty bad. Both of the times that it has tried to assassinate, it has failed.
Yeah, it's
So
actually really bad at its job.
maybe it's not an assassin.
Maybe it's
mean,
just really
just be
sad
bad.
and needs a hug.
Maybe it's really. Next time you guys run
Yeah,
into the
let's
elemental
hug it.
assassin, go ahead and give it a hug, and we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
Also, I'd like to
What do
say
you
that
next
when
time? We got him.
Yeah,
it's true.
yeah, that's right.
Also, I'd like
That's how
to
it
say
works.
that when I saw the image for that killer, I was like, "Wow, this looks a lot like Louis."
I'm sorry, it's my art style. I did draw it. My bad.
Yeah, well, not just that, just like a lot of stuff looked like Louis features or reflections of Louis features, such as one of the arms is covered in a bandage.
I was
and, like,
set
the
out
hair.
to make an character in all black, and
Yeah, I delivered specific requirements. I apologize that they turned out looking kind
I'm
of like
sorry. My
a
art
PC.
my art looks like Louis. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'm just saying, ice.
that's true.
baby.
But like
Magic.
notably, it's magic, and I know it's kind of involves a yes please, but its magic was described as crystalline the first time we ran into it. I don't know if that was the case last time. I don't think it was, at least, but its weapon changed. I will say that from the last time we ran into it, because originally it had 2 maces, and this time it was 2 daggers.
Blades out of its arms.
Yeah, were
Blades.
its arms blades, or were
Yeah,
they?
it turned its arms into blades.
It turned its
like
arms
the
into
T1000.
blades.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
Just like
okay,
Louis.
that's cool. Yeah, Louis
it's-
can definitely do that.
yeah, because it's made. It's an elemental assassin. It's like made of ice, so
Yeah.
it can
Mhm.
shapeshift.
No, these are
Yeah.
still hands. Sorry,
And
guys.
then it stab, 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 stab. Yeah.
Zulin can fix that.
No.
God, no. No.
No, thank you.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Give me one of those
Someone
ice
could fix
worms.
that. Do you want? Who wants ice arms?
No. What the
Grem, not Valentino.
Oh,
Got it.
Though, I will say we are getting way ahead.
we're way ahead on this episode, yeah.
So, zooming back, anything before that?
Yeah.
Let's see. We went shopping.
Yeah, we had our Benny Hill chase of trying to find each other. My shopping trip was very short intentionally. It was never meant to have much other than to specifically describe a friendship bouquet. The flowers I picked for Elena's flowers were all signifiers, the language of friend.
Wow, this is so clear.
Well,
How would
they
she
were
not
yellow. A lot of the flowers were yellow.
I mean,
is
I
that?
will
What?
say,
What does that mean?
jumping ahead, she did say rain check, and then Louis did hug her. So I don't know that that was necessarily communicated very clearly.
Look, I left the bouquet for her, whatever. If
Wait, are you
she-
saying that a yellow bouquet means friendship?
Yeah,
Yes.
it does in the language of flowers.
Yeah, I know a lot of people give flowers just because it's like, it looks nice, and that's totally fine if you're like looking at flowers and you're like, I like these colors and it makes me think of you. I think it's sweet. But Louis knows the language of flowers, and he,
What is?
Does he? Is that one of his known languages?
yes.
So let me answer the question that Xeno has.
Okay.
Yes, Xeno, there is such a thing as the language of flowers. It's really stupid, and it was made by
Yeah,
people that had way too
Druids.
much time on their hands in the Middle Ages.
Also, I want to say that there are multiple language of flowers. There's a
That's
Western language of flowers, and there's
I'm
an Eastern
using
language of flowers.
Western.
They're very different.
I apologize. I am specifically using Western. We are in a more
we are in a
Western-themed
Western
area in...
We are in a Western-inspired region of the world,
Yeah.
so I understand.
If we were in Kintao, these would be completely different.
Mhm,
Mm.
mhm,
Mm.
mhm.
I think there's also a separate language of flowers for soldiers and veterans. I read that somewhere recently.
Huh.
I didn't read it was separate, but it was worded in such a way to imply that.
Okay. There's
What
also...
if I wanted my bouquet to say "fuck you"?
Oh,
there's a
I
way to say
actually
that.
have
There's
this.
plenty of ways.
Foxglove is one of them.
I
Give
love
me
foxglove.
just...
I thought it was foxglove forever.
it's
Yeah,
Foxglove.
there is a way to say "fuck you." It's pretty funny.
Also, I thought
where
it
is
was monk should and not monk should.
Let's see. The bouquet I picked out specifically for "fuck you" is geraniums, foxglove, meadowsweet, yellow carnations, and orange lilies,
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
which is stupidity, insincerity, uselessness, you've disappointed me, and hatred. Around those vague
All right.
areas.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting from this is if someone gives me a bouquet of flowers and they're not specifically roses, I'm going to assume the worst and burn them immediately.
Yeah.
Well, most
The flowers
people
are them.
most people don't actually understand flower
Yeah.
language, and that's totally fine. And you get a flower because it looks nice normally. For
I'm not risking
most
it. I'm not risking the
Don't risk it for
backhanded
that
insult.
biscuit.
I'm gonna go to the flower shop and be like, "What does this say?"
So somebody very carefully picks up this bouquet of flowers to say thank you for something that you did for me, and I have no idea what it means. I'm just like, fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
At this point, this means that when I'm getting flowers, it's like getting a tattoo in a different language. So I was like, yeah, that
Kinda.
means
Yeah.
that means spirit, and it's just
Yeah.
chili powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so you got the thing. It was geraniums, foxglove, meadowsweet, yellow carnations, and orange lilies.
Yeah, was there one more? Sorry. Let me see.
Yeah, the one I found is stupidity,
yeah.
insincerity, uselessness, disappointment, and hatred.
You're stupid. I'm insincere with you. You're useless. You disappoint me, and I hate you.
How very Jenna Marbles of you.
Thank you. Oh my
Damn,
god.
what a
thank
reference.
You. I miss you,
But
Jenna.
since we do have 3 episodes to cover,
That's true. We gotta
should
keep going.
Keep moving. Gotta keep going.
But yes.
Gotta go fast.
I specifically picked out a bouquet for Elena that was just like, let's be friends. And that was the whole point of that bouquet.
Also, they didn't
Elena's
have any
still-
mushrooms there.
Elena still loves you. I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah, let's hope she doesn't speak, or let's hope she does speak flower.
She's just like, wow, these are really nice flowers.
These are
Wow,
nice
how
flowers.
did you know he
Thanks.
likes yellow?
How'd you know that yellow is my favorite color?
oh, kill myself.
He's so thoughtful.
Anyways,
He saved my life.
I mean,
We'll get there.
we all kind of did, but okay. Anyways, so I feel like maybe this is just a player information thing, but Louis, I feel like matured a little by being okay with Zulin going with him on this trip. Because I feel like normally he'd be like, but he was like, you know what?
Ew.
I'll give it a chance. Let's do this. I'll
Zulin.
deal with the buddy system.
Zoon's over here like, oh, let's go to the market together. The worst he can say is no. Ew.
Ew.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You're just not Louis' type.
How would you know? You never saw his
He
face.
could change that.
I know, I guess it's not surprising maybe anymore. Well, should I keep that under wraps?
Haven't seen more than just his face.
Louis is technically Demi, so it's a completely personality thing for him. Or
And
vibe.
Zulin has a beautiful personality.
And a very long one.
Nice callback, bro.
Yeah. So, any other standout moments from the episode?
Well, we investigated
Fighting the
one thing.
trees.
And
Um,
we got
You go ahead.
no. Continue.
I was just gonna say, finding Elena's house in general was terrifying. Like, any point, if I was just listening, if I was interacting with it, I was just terrified of that moment. I didn't want to find a body. I was like, what are we gonna fucking do? Like, I guess we just like give her body up. I expected completely that she was dead inside, so I was shaking. Like, while the fashion section was happening with Xander and Bastion and Valentino, I was just like, oh
Which
no.
also, could we mention that section?
Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, we mentioned it. It's great.
I
Yeah.
mean,
This lady
I'm-
was like trying to be all snobby with us about our clothes. Like, oh, you could use some real outfits.
I was like,
and I thought, you know, we
these
could
people look
upgrade.
okay.
Yeah, I was like, we could. I was like, maybe I should upgrade. And I'm looking at my character art, and I'm like, no, he's peak. There's no improvements on this.
Like,
This is based.
Xander's wearing like hand sewn silk clothing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch,
Xander
please.
especially. I was like, you know,
It's dated.
when she's
It's-
like
it's out of
giving
season.
Xander shit, I'm like, lady, you're clearly all talk. Like, this thing was like hand sculpted for this man's body.
It's just
Mhm.
He's
not in
not
season
allowed
anymore.
to wear anything else for the rest of his life. It's either that or nothing.
So,
You said a very interesting thing there.
yeah.
I love that.
Beardy, I know the reason for this probably, but why white and red for the color choices for Xander?
Because I really love the character design of the white mage in
Nah.
Final
Told you.
Fantasy. So any chance I get to put white and red together, I'll do it.
Okay.
It fits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, white with some red trim looks excellent, and I
Mhm.
will believe that for the rest of my life. White with
You'd be
red
right.
trim just looks fucking superb.
I'm very curious what outfit you're going to describe eventually about this thing that was made for Xander.
Hmm.
Well, given that it was
Yeah.
all white and red, I can only imagine that Xander is going to be having a Santa suit.
I
the
think
rest
it
of the
was
campaign.
red trim, not white trim. Thank you very much.
Okay,
That's
so
the-
an
He'll
inverted
be-
Santa suit.
That's the
Inverted
lead-in
coming.
to the,
Yeah, Nega
Okay,
Santa.
so
that's the
Waldo
lead-in for the
outfit.
Christmas special.
Yeah.
We play Where's Xander?
He'll be coming down the Christmas tree. He's got a naughty and a nice list, and he has presents or onyx.
Damn.
I deeply hope that Valentino is on both lists.
Well,
I could use a
he
lump
likes
of
to keep it
black
under
onyx.
wraps.
Screwy, why are you so
Mhm.
far away?
Because I
Maybe
wasn't
he's a
part of this
child.
episode yet.
You're just so tiny on the screen. That's all.
Just enjoying
He's just a
listening.
baby.
He wasn't there.
We just want you
He's
closer
He's just
to
little
us, Screwy.
bundled up baby.
I'm bundled up because it's fucking freezing, yo!
Mary Chrysler.
Is it warmer
Nick.
that far away from the camera?
No, I'm just that small.
Unlikely.
Very nice. Yeah, I found that section very interesting and how snooty that was. Is Bastion wearing the gloves that he bought?
Yes.
He is. Okay.
He's now wearing his fingerless gloves all the time.
And they're black now.
Black leather, yeah.
Okay. Because
Blood.
originally he had blue gloves on.
Blue.
Mhm. Yep. So now he has black leather fingerless gloves. And I believe that the deal was when you guys would get to Rosalejo,
Mhm.
there would likely be a parcel waiting for you, or a delivery would arrive soon upon your arrival that would
Indeed.
contain your clothing.
Sent via
So you
Harpy, I
have to pick
believe.
that shit up.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
excited.
Yeah, sent Farfeather Freight
Mhm.
special delivery courier service.
Xander's gonna
Very
pick up his
excited.
parcel, and it's just gonna be a little letter, and it's gonna be like, "We're sorry to inform you that the store owner was slaughtered by vegetable creatures while you're gone. There won't be
That's the
anything
point.
coming."
Yeah.
It's
Where-
either there's going to be something that says, "Oh, your package got mixed up at the sorting facility. Please leave your PIN number, your social security."
We need you to buy gift cards.
Like, sorry, your package was diverted due to a security breach. You need to pick it up in person in the Saracen Mountains.
Field trip. I'm in for it. Can we go after Pentress? Please, 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 please. I want to go. I want to go. I want to
I mean,
go.
it's not super far from you guys.
Yeah, we're like right
Far.
next to the Emerald Forest.
Ew.
It's cool.
Elves.
Not that I really want to go to the Emerald Forest or anything.
So I hear there's
Speaking.
necromancers there.
Speaking of forests,
Yes.
there was a grove of trees also in this episode, the first of 3.
The episode started there? Or
I think so.
we were finishing up the fight, was it?
I don't know. It's the next thing that happens. Where the episode starting cuts off.
Well,
is
I know there
a
were
hazy
plants that
maze.
attacked you in the shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was the investigation,
Then we
and
invest.
then
we
the
reconvene.
trees.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
That
you went
tree
to the
fight-
grove. Yeah.
Ah.
You
This
guys
is a
whipped
really
its ass.
tiny nitpicky thing to say, but I kick myself about how we kicked its ass and we came in so close to getting it in one round, and
Yeah.
I remember I missed. I didn't do any damage to it. And
If you
we
had
got
hit,
close. If I cast magic missile,
if
it
you
would've
had
been
cast
gone.
magic missile, you would have one rounded it. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Which I will say is excellent because that was a fully statted treant. That was a thing that should have been CR well above you guys.
It's
And
teamwork
you
makes the dream work,
you
baby.
guys whittled it down in one round. It was beautiful. Now a lot of that was due to like positioning and luck and some crits
Yeah.
and stuff, but like
As a prize round, I believe.
and a
Mhm.
surprise round,
Yeah.
yeah. So like you guys got a good amount of action on it before, and it went last, right, in the initiative. So
True.
like
yeah.
It did roll like shit.
it rolled like shit, and it has a terrible initiative penalty anyway because it's a fucking tree. But you guys,
Classic tree.
classic tree move, having
Tree.
negative initiative.
Yeah, whenever I
So-
pick a fight with a tree, they're the last one to attack. me
They're the
back.
last one to go. Everybody knows this.
You just gotta be patient.
Yeah, they're like Russia. They always go after everybody else. It's just the rules. So, yeah, like you guys kicked its ass. It was really impressive to see that much damage flow out from the party already.
I mean, even
you
without
guys did
Louis
really
being
well.
able to use fire, I was actually pleasantly surprised that it went all
Mhm.
right.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That said, Xander did almost die again,
That's
which was
true.
always, so it was fun.
that's true. It did get that one action, and it was almost enough to kill Xander.
Jumping ahead a bit, but we did have a session today where Xander didn't almost die. I feel like we need one of those counters for like days since Xander has almost fucking eaten it.
I
then
will
it's-
say that it is going to be very, very, very much harder to kill Xander now.
Good. Because I was gonna say that counter would have had to have changed by now to number of times Xander has fucking eaten it.
Well, I feel like we
For
should
taste
have.
sense.
I feel like we should have one for Xander and Valentino, and at the end of the campaign, see who gets the highest score.
Ooh.
Shush.
Mhm.
You
Down
know
for
what?
that.
Me and Shane can go through the early episodes, start our counter, and
Yeah, we
we'll
can get
see
the
where
counter
we
going.
come up with.
All right,
that.
you know what?
Let's
You're
do
right.
that.
We gotta label this the bravery counter.
Yeah, the bravery count. Who has the higher bravery?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I get bonus points for taking on injuries for other people and then having like negative hit points and then getting hit?
No, that's just emo.
Damn.
I
okay.
see. Okay.
All right, so it's every
Aced.
time you go down but don't die
Mhm.
is it 1 bravery point. That'll be the rules. So every time
Wait,
you go down
so the
but don't
goal
die,
is to have more?
Is this
What?
golf or not golf?
the goal is to have
Right.
the most bravery points.
Oh,
Oh,
So
I
baseball.
thought the
This
goal.
is
Seems like-
baseball.
What?
Okay.
This is rigged.
the goal originally was to have the most time in between not almost dying.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this is
Beardy,
makes
I
a lot
agree
of
with that
sense.
one.
Yeah.
I see where Beardy's coming from.
Yeah, it's whoever's the bravest is the one that gets
Yeah.
knocked out the most
Right.
and
yeah.
doesn't die. If you die,
Okay.
you don't get the bravery point.
I just want to.
Mm.
I just want to float the point that Xander in that forest turned to everyone and was like, "Should I kill myself right now to fix
Yeah.
this?"
Yeah.
That was great. Big fan.
Yeah, I was gonna
Big
say
fan.
that the nature spirit was like a goddamn Twitter reply thread.
Yeah, it's
Like,
terrible.
oh, kill yourself, kill yourself.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It was awful.
Louis may be anti-Eden, but I'm kind of anti-forest after that experience.
It's not done with you either. It's going back.
Oh fuck.
sure.
Well,
It
I
still
gotta
wants your
kill
blood.
Smokey the Bear because I'm about to burn out the fucking entire
Let's
world.
go. Let's go. These nature spirits are capricious and pissed off.
Go plant
They
yourself.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get cultivated, bitch.
Nature
Ah!
spirits are a very
Bitchy.
strange group. I'll say
Yeah.
that. They're
Sore
a very set in their
losers.
ways, chaotic mess of a group.
Stupid assholes.
Yeah.
I hate them.
And that's fair. You're welcome to hate them. But that doesn't make them any less dangerous.
It's not about how
Yeah.
dangerous they are, it's how stupid they are.
So
cool.
after all that happened, then what?
Eventually,
We
through
leaved.
a Benny Hill moment, we kind of discussed what happened with Elena and the assassin. I don't
Yeah.
know if anyone has any
Yeah.
extra comments about that event.
I will say it is interesting that Elena had like carvings all over her,
Yeah, what's up with that?
which is very different.
Also, we don't know if she's missing a body part or not.
That's also true.
Do we get to know?
You never asked her.
I
So,
was asking you. as the
I
DM.
assume that she'll be back in the story at some point, so no.
Yeah, when they have that date, obviously.
Yeah, when you get that rain check date.
We'll know sooner.
Yeah.
And the first thing that'll happen will be like, sorry I'm late. I get really tired just walking around now that I don't have a pancreas.
Yeah, like I lost a lung in that, and now it's just really
No,
tough.
I'm pretty sure both lungs have been taken by now.
Probably.
Things have been really different since I lost my pituitary gland.
Oh no.
I don't think we can see each other.
Let her
Yeah.
down gentle.
Brain check.
But that is where the episode ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where we start the next one after, which was
Yeah, so then
From the
you-
Shadows.
Yeah, you left
Mhm.
Saraibo and you traveled along the road. You had some conversations along the way.
Yeah, I believe we had a conversation between Zulin and Louis.
That's true.
Hey, what happened there?
Yes.
We're
Oh,
we're
we-
working on a truth serum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little
What for?
collaboration.
little
Little
collab. What's it for?
Bastion.
What you? See, Sebastian needs a truth serum. Did he ask it for one or
does-
something?
no,
Did,
no,
did he
no.
need it for like his work?
Do you want me to answer the question actually though?
Yeah.
Okay. Louis is just being a paranoid little bitch and is like, I have this like really strange feeling that like Bastion says things a very particular way and he changes his mind all the time, and nothing he says is ever like actually real, because he'll know something in like a day that he claims that he doesn't know. So I feel like he's really manipulative, and maybe I'm being paranoid, but it's better safe than sorry. So I'm just gonna hopefully just ask him if he wouldn't mind just taking a quick truth serum just so I can ask him some questions and then establish actual trust, and then we can move on with our lives.
We also he also was talking about how protein pizza was worse, but Vincenzo invented pizza.
See, he makes up shit all the fucking time. He was like, oh yeah, pizza was invented by Vincenzo, but totally knows that proteans have pizza then, so.
Okay, my boy just has ADHD, okay?
Your
Leave
boy?
him alone. Yes.
Don't worry, he won't remember it.
Yeah.
Is Vincenzo not a protean name?
It is.
So
Yeah.
he has shitty pizza. Is that the takeaway then?
I mean, could be. The stuff, the foods that inspired Burgosi pizza is definitely shitty. The original protein dishes that did, they're
Mhm.
terrible.
But yeah, that's the reason that Louis wanted to do the truth serum. He's mostly coming from this in like a very like honest placement where he's like, I want to be able to trust you, but I'm just really bad at it and I want to. So
And Zulin wants to also incorporate memory potions.
that's true. We'll see if that's necessary or not.
I wonder if Louis is ever going to get used to living and traveling with criminals. Because I feel like this is kind of the crux of... He's like, you just do stuff that's a little untrustworthy. And it's like, yeah, man, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we all do that.
It's literally my job, bro.
I'm really
Yeah.
scared that if I try to leave this group, someone will try to kill me.
I mean, you kind of know a lot about us, so you're probably pretty dangerous to keep
Oh
alive.
my god. Jesus Christ.
So just don't leave, and it's fine.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't leave anyways, right? Isn't he like chained to the group?
Oh yeah, you're like chained to the group for some reason, right, bro?
One.
One.
One!
Owen? It's pronounced
Owen.
Owen, actually.
No, that's not.
It's Owen, actually. Well done. Thank you.
Owen Fear.
Yeah, Owen Fear, indeed.
Yeah, that's
Stavik
not-
hasn't learned that one yet, but
Nope.
he will.
Nah.
He still has the no fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
yeah,
still
yeah.
says no fear.
You're,
Mhm.
you're in this
That's true.
episode, by the way, Screwy, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm there. I'm there.
There's
I'm,
just
I'm,
checking.
I'm with it.
So after Louis and Zulin agreed on making a truth serum, what happened after that?
I'm assuming we made camp.
We made camp a couple of times.
Yeah,
I'm
we
assuming
played some-
Xander and Louis talked at some point.
Xander was very
Yes.
sassy that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, extremely sassy.
Louis did give him a bouquet.
That's true. Which also had a lot of meaning to it.
Yeah, it did.
Wait a minute, is this the episode where Louis was like... Is this the one where... No, that was like, yes please, where you talked to Xander, right?
Yes, when he expressed having affections for Xander, that was a yes, please.
Okay.
This episode was where Husa learned about cards
That's
Mhm.
true,
Oh,
and is
lying games.
really good at it.
and lying games.
Lying games, too. Xander ate
Thanks.
metal in this episode as well.
That's true. Golden
Mhm.
Man
Mm-hmm.
Ate a bunch of coins.
got made fun
Here we
of
go.
Like a piggy bank.
by
Yeah.
Bastion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it sort of culminated with you guys on, I think, like your third day of travel or fourth day of travel, running into a caravan that was sort of kind of pulled off to the side of the road that has been having some kind of issue for the past couple of nights. And their leader, Mercado, was having explained to you guys that there were some shadows that had been bothering them. That
because
was after,
of our cart.
That was after Valentino snuck in and made a big entrance.
Yeah,
and
it's
startled
like
the fuck out of
that
them.
entrance.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what?
Mhm.
Whether these guys may be hostile and they may not be, and either way, this will be cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you made a big entrance and startled them, and then they kind of talked to you and explained that they found this wagon in like off the side of the trail, and they took it with them, and it slowed them down a little bit, and then they got attacked by these shades, and it's been a real mess.
And it's our
you guys,
fault.
Well, yeah, it's kind of what they said. So then, so then that night, you guys kind of.
We also bought stuff from them, though.
Yeah, you bought some stuff. You bought some chocolate.
Xander
That's right.
got this a big old fan of Ammon, and I'm so curious what you're gonna do with that.
It's this sort of like woven wicker fan with an Ammon symbol on it.
And then
Oh.
immediately
So many
destroyed
plants.
it, right?
No.
What?
Didn't you like
No.
take it apart?
Isn't that part of a song?
No. Don't worry about it. I've got plans for that fan.
Okay.
But isn't that a part of the song? Like, oh, hot Betty, Ammon fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hope this becomes a
No.
running thing. It's like my favorite bit.
No.
I'm gonna like change the symbol, and that's gonna be the original only fan.
Hmm.
It's because it's a giant leaf, so it's an Owen leaf fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Only fans.
It's an only fan.
Yeah,
We did it.
we did it.
You got it. 100%.
Wow.
How you doing over there, Kenny? Also,
So anyway, good night, everyone. It's time to go to bed.
I'm looking at the map right now for Rosalejo, and it looks like a goddamn eye. Like the red portion looks like
Oh yeah.
the highlights or like the eyeliner with like eyelashes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then there's like that gap in the center, so that can be like the pupil.
Mm-hmm. I can see it.
Same.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's weird.
Red lashes?
Yeah, red lashes and everything.
Red lobster.
Right? I was gonna say. Then I was gonna say when you're here we're family.
Oh no, you're so cursed. Anyways, Bastion also got chocolate to share with Louis, and then regretted his decision
Spaghetti.
soon. He did regret eating
Yeah,
the spaghetti soon after.
Took a
putting
bite of
the
it and was like, "This is not good. This is way too bitter. You can have this."
Yeah.
And then Xander was like, "You can't eat that now."
not
was
that
fun.
section specifically.
Xander was like, don't use that section in the baking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're like one of those weird kinky fucks.
Notably, I want to say that this isn't because he's like, ew, Bastion has cooties. He doesn't care about Bastion's saliva. However, Bastion has been eating extremely moldy whip cakes, and there's a big chance that if that chocolate is included in there, it will be bad for people, especially because Louis has a really weak stomach. So that's why.
So what you're saying is, Bastion is infested with spores.
We need
could
to trick
be.
Bastion
I
into
can
eating
fix
a
him.
toothbrush.
I could fix him.
I can fix him.
What is with people wanting to fix people all the time? What the fuck?
He's got mold inside of him. I feel like this is different.
He's got mold in
Okay.
him.
Yeah, medically
Yeah.
can fix him.
Medically
Yeah.
can
Not behavioral issues. We're talking about medical, like
Bastion
physical.
don't need fixing.
remember this when
behaviorally.
Zulin does something.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
So
we decided to
Mhm.
travel with these guys as kind of like a little I'm sorry mercenary group. I'm sorry our carriage is cursed, I guess. It wasn't. The
But
narrator
then
says.
you guys got attacked that very night by a bunch of shadow monsters that you all called Ben 10 aliens, which it's fun.
But that
Yes.
did look like Ben 10 aliens.
Wild months.
Not
Yeah.
to me, but okay.
You don't
It
even
went
watch Ben
100%.
10.
Listen,
Yeah, once the
Hold
comparison
on.
was
I'm gonna push
showed.
the image because you can see the more detail in this.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, chat, and anyone else who's just
This
listening.
is only this is not for
This is
public
not
consumption.
for you. This is just
This
us.
is just for the players.
The players are currently looking at it. Their eyes, they be feasting.
And
Ju-
I am
mean,
pushing the gif
that is
of
that is
the
the
Ben 10
exact same
alien.
fucking thing.
Mhm.
Like,
So that creature has an upside down head. The eyes are along the bottom.
and I'd like to imprint in everyone's mind the Office meme. It's the same picture.
Yeah.
Everyone
Literally,
here,
I-
other than Beardy, who's in
I
denial.
really don't see it, guys. I'm sorry.
Listen, I didn't get super. I watched Ben 10 and stuff. When I saw this monster, I was like, "That's Ben 10."
Yeah.
I really
My
don't see it.
cousin
or they're from the Upside Down.
is obsessed with Ben 10, and I've seen the entire series like 4 times. This is Ben 10 monster.
This is Ben 10 monster.
Fine. Whatever you say.
It's a cutie
I don't see it.
patootie. I
don't
love
see
them
it,
and I
but
want to
alright.
hold
you
them.
don't see it. This is like the shadowy guy comes out into the light and he's orange. The shadows
Yeah.
are just
Yep.
got bad lighting.
It's got like 2 extra arms. It's got
That makes
yeah,
it
sure.
cuter and better for hugs.
Oh, also,
Yep.
Wild Mutt can grow more arms. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'll admit,
Um,
I'm not sure that either artist deliberately made them look the same, so there may be some differences. But
Might be
for a
referenced.
possible coincidental similarities, it's pretty uncanny.
But this thing fucking murked those poor guards.
Dude,
only one
yeah.
guard actually died.
I
Oh,
Ask me what killed the guard.
bleed.
what killed the
No.
guard?
Nothing
Diarrhea.
important, I'm sure.
It certainly wasn't having his bones wrenched out of his still living body by a necromancy spell.
What? Sometimes
Nah,
we look
he's
away
fine.
from what we see.
That can't be it because necromancy only works on dead people.
Yeah, right?
Echo is
Right,
one
guys?
of us.
Yep.
How,
Right,
how
guys?
dare you say such a thing about him?
Sure.
I
D-
love
yeah.
Echo. Echo's great.
Does that mean that a necromancer could control a living person's skeleton?
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
as they're
Bone
standing,
shaker.
and then
Yes. There's spells for
Wonderful.
that.
I got a spell for that.
Yeah.
why do you have a spell for that though?
Because
God
we're
knows
part of
why,
the
yeah.
problem.
Screwy, I want to clarify. I don't need to use Bone Shaker on you. I got something better.
Stone shaker.
Ah.
He ain't got the stones.
There's a little spell called Control Undead.
Yeah. Tis true.
And we found out from the hag that you can, in fact, be controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you guys fought some shadow beasties.
Yeah,
one
and
of the
they-
guards died in the fight.
Mostly
You
focused
guys-
on the people we were with and not us, other than the
They-
skeletons.
Legitimately, just went after the closest targets. They didn't.
But
They
it
really
seemed
didn't.
really sus.
You guys say that.
just
but
happened
they
that
literally
way.
just went for the closest targets. They didn't target anyone more than anyone else.
I mean, I
So-
noticed that. That seemed fine to me. I do have a question about that fight, though, that
Mm-hmm.
I had been wondering in the time, and I didn't want to like interrupt for it, but
Oh, that's fine.
because those dudes were sprinting at us, and then on the
Yes.
same turn doing a full attack. Is
Pounce.
that a thing they could do,
Pounce.
or is
Pounce.
that just oh,
Pounce.
pounce? Okay.
It's called Pounce. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a monster feature that lets you make a full attack on a charge.
I assumed it was something like that, but I didn't. I didn't know what these dudes were, so I didn't know what they would have.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, the bigger one that we'll get to, didn't do
Yeah,
that. And I was
didn't
like,
do that. Yeah, didn't.
I was
have
like,
Pounce.
did Beardy just give them full attack so this wouldn't be a pushover? Because I
No. No. They just the little ones did less damage per attack, but they were able to pounce. The big one hit a lot harder, rolled shit on his damage the entire fight, but could have hit a lot harder, and did not have pounce. So the stat blocks were originally based off a creature, like the little shadow beasties, were based off a creature called a shadow mastiff that I heavily
Ooh.
modified for the fight. And then the bigger one was based off of an advanced shadow mastiff that I basically took down to the studs and rebuilt from the ground up.
Nice.
And just made it bipedal, standard kind of like beater monster with some concealment built in. But that's about it. I mean, neither of them were really meant to be like party killers, so I didn't expect it to go badly for you guys.
Okay.
They were just meant to be kind of like a little challenge there, but not anything that would have required that would have even potentially dropped a player character. So it's just meant to be kind of something that would have been enough to wipe out the caravan without you guys. So if you weren't there, it would have been enough to kill them all, which I think is pretty apparent that they would have won had you not been there.
Yeah,
Especially with those
And that was
-20s.
the goal. Yeah, and then there's crits, which happen.
This is
I mean, I
life.
hated that because I wanted to protect the guys. That was my top priority. But I have to admit, it was very cinematic how the things just immediately started cutting guys down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and luckily, most of them survived their injuries, so there was only one death.
I mean, he's alive in our hearts and
Yeah.
also in his bones.
In the carriage.
Yeah, in the carriage in his bones.
Yep.
So that brings us to today's episode, where we started, and that was where the big creature pops up and you guys fight it. And how do you guys think that fight went as far as the big critter? Decent,
Stavik
easy,
is
too
stunned.
easy.
Stunned. Stavik was stunned at the end of the previous episode.
Yeah,
and
end of the previous episode
recovered
you got
from the stun.
stunned.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
I think I learned a very important lesson in today's combat that I need to take with me, even if it's a kind of Andy-Valentino lesson.
What's that?
Let someone else eat the AOO.
Well, if the thing is gonna fucking die anyway, you do not need to be burning hero points on it. That
That's
was my
true.
lesson to myself. I was like,
Yeah.
that now
Yeah.
one returning that into something better would have been nice, but it didn't matter. He died before I even went another time.
Yeah. Yep. You guys
Yeah.
have a decent amount of DPR in the group, so like
Yeah.
you don't need to worry about it too much.
And there are just some nuts clenching moments where, I'm like, man, I wish I had more than 2 fucking hero points. And it's like, oh, well, maybe don't spend them on shit you don't need then.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will say. Oh, go for it.
no, after you, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a really fun fight. I feel like this is the first kind of, I don't want to say set piece fight, but kind of like a set piece fight rather than something that we're like fighting in a dungeon. That it felt like we were really in control from the beginning to the end, despite the sneak attack. So it was like, oh, we've got this. We've got this.
Yeah,
We've
you
got
guys
this.
are
We can
actually
do
pretty
this.
tough. Yeah.
Whereas it felt like a lot of other fights, it was like someone's going down, someone's going down. Oh, we are
That's
we are
true.
doing
It's
this
just
by the skin of our
dungeon,
teeth.
dungeon. We gonna die at some point, guys. I don't know who
Yeah.
it is, but it's one of us.
I mean, it may be a controversial statement, but I felt like our fight with A of the Circle felt pretty under control. We took a lot of damage, but it went pretty much exactly the way I was expecting it to.
Mm-hmm.
The first time we saw him. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, when we
you-
took him down.
Well, that was just talking.
We did talk him
Did-
down, and then
We
I ripped
talked
his
him
face
down,
off.
but we we fucking ambushed him first, right? Or am I remembering this wrong? Well,
I
either
think
way.
he tried to ambush us, and then his shadows drained like 5 points of strength damage from Xander,
Yum yum.
and then we could
Mhm.
barely hit them. Those of us that didn't have magic weapons, but Val was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Louis
You
just
had
pulled
trouble.
out the L circle thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys have come a long way already, and we're still only like what, a third of the way through the camp? Not even, right?
I
Nope.
don't know.
Yeah, no, not even.
We're only
yeah.
episode like 38 out of
38.
380, so we're only
Uh,
like 10% of the way there.
Yeah, 380. Ooh, okay.
Woo! The story ends when it needs to end, is my point of view. A set number.
Which could be never.
No.
No, I don't think it could
I think
be.
it
Um,
should.
that's a
Yeah.
contradictory statement.
We're coming up on about the 1/3 mark of the campaign.
Okay.
As far as I have it like blocked out in my mind.
Okay.
So we're on track, I think. But yeah, so you could think like if this is like a traditional 3-act structure, we're coming up to the end of the first act, which is pretty much right around where I'm hoping to get to. Because once again, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. We have not even got to the theme of the campaign that I had initially when I wrote this. Like we're still in what I would consider like the act one
The
of like
prologue.
getting to know each other and getting to the situation that is the meat of the campaign. So yeah, we've got a long way to go. So to me, the story here is going to start around Act 2.
Fascinating.
Like the big story. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's future stuff. So you guys you fought the big critter and you did great against it. It didn't pose too much of a threat, so that was good. It rolled like shit damage, but that happens. Then from there, you guys searched around and you found out that you weren't at fault. It was because they had some weird moon necklace.
Knew it.
They had some weird moon necklace that was made of stuff
Yep.
from the plane of shadows, and you're like, yeah, this has got to be it.
Smash.
And then Xander did something fucky.
Don't know what you did, bro, but
Enchantment.
I fixed the problem.
Fixed the problem.
It's what I do, okay?
Yeah, that's
Great.
Xander the Fixer right there.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Great.
Yeah. So then you fixed the problem, and you guys said, okay, cool, goodbye. And then the merchants left, and then you guys dug up Echo and hit the road, and
Well,
made your way-
there was kind of like a nighttime scene before
Mhm.
all that, dude.
Yeah,
You're
go for it.
Russian. You're
Who's
Russian.
had questions?
you tell me about it.
Yeah.
Who's had questions?
Yeah. I mean, there was the conversation between Louis and Xander, but I did find it interesting just about this necklace in general that I'd like to go to.
Yeah, let's talk
yeah.
about it.
See,
Tell me about this
when you said
necklace.
there was a moon in there, I was in between Valuna and Owen for that one because it's been described that like moons are on these
Mhm.
moths and they're related to
Yeah.
Owen in
Yeah,
some
yeah.
way.
For sure.
So
For
I was
sure.
like, is this an Owen moon or is this a Valuna moon? What's the
Or
vibe
maybe there's
here?
some connection between those gods.
Perhaps. I am very curious about that.
Hmm.
I'm also very curious why this specific object came from Koth. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. At least that's
Mhm.
what the traders were told.
Yeah, I don't really. They seem dumb and they don't do their research.
Ha!
Notably, he did say that he picked it up from,
A Sejunite trader.
yeah,
A
Sejunite
reputable
trader.
source.
Yeah,
So,
Tarif?
mhm.
Something like that. I should have wrote that down. So somebody double check me later and let me know
Like,
the name I
Louis
said.
wasn't
Gotcha.
trying to say that like a
Career.
Sejunite trader isn't reliable or anything. He just found it very comical in the moment.
Is Ferrier
Farir,
Hmm.
thank you.
For real.
or Farrier? Something like that.
No, you got it
I,
right.
No,
I have it
Ferrier.
written down as F-E-R-I-E-R. So take that as
Yeah,
you will.
in my mind it was Farrir.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
a
so
strange
incredibly curious
item.
about this item.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna look it up and shit in the library when we get to the library. I'm so excited for a library trip.
Yeah, me too.
Other than
Oh,
oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Also, Parsnip the mouse.
Parsnip.
Yes.
I
Love
love that
Parsnip.
name.
Parsnip.
It's so
Mm.
good.
With you working on that memory potion, sorry,
Mhm. Which works.
it works.
Mhm.
Works on a mouse.
I wasn't sure if it would, so I'm terrified to see what you do with this.
I'm so excited.
Not to think
Only
about
good
something
things.
else.
Yeah, only good things. And actually, speaking of terrifying things that Zulin might do with that potion, I feel like Xander and Zulin had a really interesting conversation right after the whole debacle with the item that Xander did a little bit of magic on.
Yeah, talk about your creepy Skelly Man magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting a little portal open. There's just a bunch of skeletons.
Oh, I forgot about the dimension of skellies. Oh.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
there was that too.
Oh gosh.
You mean
Oh,
it's fucking hell?
sorry.
Yeah.
Just that old thing.
What the
just
fuck
the
was
dimension
that
of
shit?
infinite skeletons. Yeah,
It's just fucking hell. That's all it
Mhm.
is.
maybe.
Maybe.
The bone dimension? Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, this boy is definitely
That's the
one to be
bone
trusted.
zone. Thank you very much.
Sorry, not the bone dimension.
Yeah, they're having fun in there, Stavik.
It's a party over here.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You want to go
With the-
check?
That's why they're
Yeah,
all trying
no.
to get out,
It's
right?
probably where you belong.
I don't want to get lost.
Mm.
Mm.
There's too much bones. Why
Oh.
there's too much bones?
The bone boy is uncomfortable with bones. Oh no.
No, but not
I
too
feel
many
like-
bones.
After this session, I can say with confidence that Xander is the bone boy.
Oh, should we change that? And
That's fine.
How dare.
Screwy's nickname on our Discord is Xander's replacement as Harold. So yeah, I
Mhm.
can
Yep.
I can give Xander a new nickname.
So now Xander's Stavik's replacement is Bone Boy.
No, it's gonna be like the Ghostbusters and the real Ghostbusters. So it gotta be like the real Bone Boy.
Yep, that's
The
what I
real
was
bone
gonna
boy.
do.
How dare you?
Can you do real in italics? Can you italicize the word real?
I'll try. I don't know if
See
I
if
can.
you can. I'm not sure if you can or not. In Discord,
No.
it's usually putting an asterisk on
Not
either
not
side
for
of the word.
rolls.
Not for rolls. Okay.
So sad.
Damn.
Anyways, keep
Is the
talking.
real bone boy in the house?
Okay, sure. We'll
But
keep
yeah.
talking. So, so after you summon some bone boys during the conflict,
Mhm,
or no,
mhm,
sorry, after
mhm.
the conflict to help move boxes,
Yes.
for which they did. That was nice
Yep.
of them.
Then we
Um,
did the whole necklace stuff, and then Zulin and Xander had a conversation about experimentation.
and also the waste of time / morality of exhuming the skeleton.
Right, exactly.
Which
Zulin
one,
was
yes.
like, no, I throw my flubbers into, the town, and I just let them do whatever they want. Mm-hmm.
It's the only ethical thing to do with flubbers.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
they both left that conversation with a new appreciation for each other, or at least Xander did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was heartwarming.
Mm-hmm.
So then that night, there was a conversation between Louis
Xander and Louis.
and
Xander.
Xander about questions. They did another round of questions with each other.
Mm-hmm. And they talked about killing
Uh,
people.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was cathartic.
Yeah.
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 Very different vibes though.
And
Very different vibes. Absolutely. They were both having two different conversations.
No, I
almost.
mean Louis was like, "Oh yeah, I totally
Yeah.
understand. Like this is like definitely a respect thing, but
Mhm.
also, I'm glad that I killed someone."
and then like Husa walked right up to you guys, and you heard Husa walk up to you both, and then you both soundly ignored Husa. So then Husa
Xander turned his head. I want to
Yeah.
say.
So then, like, Husa just like walked away, because she was too embarrassed to say anything, but she was
That's
wondering
fine,
if you
that's
guys
on
were playing
her.
a game. Yeah, oh for sure.
My
She thought
baby.
you were playing a game, and then she left, and then she eventually came back later when there was a lull in the conversation.
Much to her detriment, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Potentially,
Yeah.
she got some great advice
see. Yeah, Louis.
about mating outside of her age range.
Eh.
It's gonna end well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, notably,
Will it?
there was no way in hell that he could have ever anticipated that she was talking about Stavik.
I had a moment where I was like, much older? The
Yeah.
only one here that's much older that she could possibly imagine is much older would be Stavik.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So,
Louis was
Who
like,
here thought
I've-
Stavik ahead of time?
Louis was like, I've read romance books about like people like romancing a dragon, and dragons are like really, really older than people. So like I feel like putting an age range on something when like every
Mhm.
race has a different age range is kind of complex, and I don't
Mhm.
know if I can go into that, but at the same time, like,
Well, Kenny, so if you didn't think it was Stavik, who did you think?
I didn't
Who's it
think
was-
it was about anyone specific. I thought she was just trying to learn.
It's like hypothetical.
Yeah.
It's hypothetical. Okay.
Maybe
Xeno
that's
or
just
Grem?
Louis
Did
being
either,
too innocent.
Did either of you think it was anyone in specific?
Nah, I was
No.
struggling to stay conscious at the time, though.
That's fair.
Yeah. As soon as Husa came in, I
She just
fucking
talks so
zoned out.
slowly.
I was like, I thought the conversation was done, and then Husa came in here. I was like, oh, motherfucker.
Oh no, not this bitch again.
I love her. She's baby.
She is baby. It's just, it kills me how slow she talks, and I'm just like, okay. Almost there. Go, 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 go.
I'm not calling
She
it
brings
a
me, like-
baby anymore. My conscience
right,
can't
you're right.
handle it.
Yeah.
That is cursed.
It feels
Uh,
really gross to call her baby now because. Gross.
So yeah.
Screwy's just left, by the way.
he just walked off. He just
I would too,
shuffled
if I
off
were
his
Gave
him.
up.
foil.
That was the right move.
Yeah.
The only winning move is not to play.
He could hear the ball kicking machine revving up, and he's like, "Not today."
After pressing the on button on it, notably.
So, yeah. So after that night, you guys made your last day's trip toward Rosalejo.
And Louis made a fantastic poultice
Oh,
and
gosh.
Yeah, it's true. You did. You rolled really well, even without a craft alchemy. You did really good.
using that dimethyl bromide,
Mm.
which I said the substance was clear. I have no. It's definitely not clear. Whatever dimethyl bromide is,
That's
it's
fine.
probably blue or brown.
Louis followed the instructions. But yeah, happy to do that. Happy to converse with Xander and get to know him. And you know, we got to the town. I'm so grateful that we've finally gotten to Rosalejo after many, what feels like many attempts. To be honest,
True.
we're
Mhm.
here.
Very true.
We're finally here. It's a
We
blessing.
Finally did it.
Yeah.
I'm so curious about this like culture fair that's happening the next day with
Mm-hmm.
Parthenae and Burgos. I'm really interested to see
Yeah.
what that's about.
The trade fair.
The trade
Yeah.
fair.
And all the shady figures.
Mhm.
You're having a great time with whatever visions you came across.
Always having a great time here.
Feels like Stardew Valley.
Oh, wow, that's cursed. That's cursed.
Thank you. I'm so glad you noticed.
Are all the children gonna turn into birds too?
Only if you sacrifice them.
Just stop.
So yeah,
Valentino's big entrance.
That was great.
So good.
Yeah, you talk to a couple of locals, figured out some basic things that are going on, and then you find the border house. And
Mhm.
Valentino's like, "I want to make an entrance." Nat 20.
Somebody.
So the
Yeah.
one good roll I had all session, and it was the one I needed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
was
just
the
waiting
only
for
one that
somebody to
matters.
ask Valentino if he's a bard, and for him to be like, "Oh no, I'm just built different."
Built stupid.
So, yeah, you had everyone in the whole place like singing and clapping along with you, and it was a big fucking moment. So,
I still think it would have been great if there was a bard in there and you just overplayed them.
yeah,
That would be pretty funny.
I feel
Shut
like
up,
that's
open
still a
flow.
Valentino move.
Yeah.
Mhm, for sure.
The only time he's
Absolutely.
ever like not tried to do that is when we first met him.
True. Because he felt
Well,
bad
he'll let
for
other
Tessa.
performers get their spotlight. Like he believes that everyone deserves their own spotlight. It's just that he also knows that he deserves the biggest one.
True. Yeah. So then you guys made you up to the bar, and
Well,
you
first of all,
met... Oh, go ahead.
hold on. Important, Delphina.
Who
Or
the fuck
Delphine.
is this bitch?
Delphina. You never
Mhm.
asked.
No, and I when this person was like, "Tell Delphine I said hi," I was gonna ask, I was gonna be like, "Who are you?" Say so I know what to say, and I thought, nah, I'll just be like, "Hey, Delphine, someone said hi." Be like,
I'm excited to learn.
But no, instead we got to talk to Miss Navarro.
Yeah, and
Seems
Miss
nice.
Navarro is a wood elf of some age who has been perfecting a menu for about 100 years.
And there's also a halfling behind the counter as well.
Yeah, there's also a halfling behind the counter as well. They have a big staff.
Okay.
I made 4 NPCs to run that bar.
Is Miss
each of them
Navarro
come with a menu
a
item?
A wood elf.
what?
What?
Is Miss Navarro one of the like just barkeeps, owners?
She is the head. She's the cook, as well as a barkeep. There is a halfling who is a barkeep as well as an entertainer, and then there is a basically a barman or a tavern boy, as well as like a who also like cleans the rooms up, and then there's the owner. Yeah. So
Did
you've only
each of
met
them come up with
one
a
of them
menu
by
item?
name. What?
If there's 4 of them, did each of them come up with one menu item?
No, those were all from Navarro. Yeah, and like I said before, my notes for today were literally just a restaurant menu list that I wrote up. That was my notes for today, and it worked out.
And
I
I,
think at
assume
least.
the word Delphine underlined like 3 times.
I mean, I have all the NPCs done. Yeah, that's true.
Like, don't forget.
Don't forget, this is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
We
yeah, then you
learned-
go ahead.
Oh, no, I know, we learned that there was also the Gagarian temple inside
That's
of the
true.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Big old
Mhm.
gag.
St. Gil's Cathedral.
yeah, St. Gil's.
Mm-hmm.
So
Should be
you
Saint Scales.
I was just thinking
Oh
that.
God, fucking damn it!
Gil is short for a name that you haven't
Yeah.
heard yet, so
Gilbert.
it's fine.
Again.
Maybe.
Gilbert.
Um,
Gillette.
So yeah, you guys get there and you order you find out that you get your rooms rather. So Louis buys the rooms, which thank you for your generosity.
Yep.
He's
And
Trying to be good comrade.
yeah, and then it comes with drinks and a meal. So you guys order from the menu and get yourselves some food and some drinks. And I was glad that you all had a different kind of drink. That was fun. And then you pretty much all got the same food, which was, I guess, makes sense because everybody in the team seems to like fish quite a bit. So
Mhm.
it worked out.
And nothing else happened.
But then,
No, that's not true.
then
Damn
we're
it.
getting to my favorite part of the entire evening.
The whole
Well,
reason
this
to
was
do
where-
a checkpoint.
Hold on.
I'm
Hold on.
s-
Hold on.
There- There was one other thing I wanted to mention.
Okay. Oh, you make me wait for this. Go.
Willow's Nectar.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, that was
Willow's
so good. I'm
nectar.
like, wait a minute. Well, yeah, and it was like,
Yeah.
yay. That was good. Good callback.
And it was imported from Pinterest. So,
Yeah.
you know, there you go. Probably
Mhm.
made by the Maleferans.
Oh yeah, that's why
Immediately
Louis
there.
hesitated. He was like,
Yep.
"Oh, it's fucking Maleferant. God fucking damn it." But he hates pears.
I like to. I'm trying to figure out how this would have come up, whether or not it was Willow just like forcing her way into that. If there was a point where they're like, "It's Vera's nectar," and Vera's like, "For the love of Melly,
That sounds so
No.
gross.
Uh-huh.
Stop it.
like, please don't name that after me."
I do not
Very
want
good.
anyone.
What about
Anyone
Willow?
putting my nectar in their mouth under any circumstances.
Mm.
Or if Willow came up with a recipe, I don't know. Oh,
My name is
All right.
Mantis. Okay.
Also, I'd like to post this. This is for the team to enjoy.
I apologize, viewers.
There's a conversation that I had with Beardy as a response for what I'm going to do in Pinterest.
Yes. When I sent that to you, I watched your reaction, and it was exactly what I was hoping it would be.
Oh, goody.
For the viewers, it's the image, the meme was the person looking down and then saying, "Jesus Christ."
Incredible.
Yeah, it's for those who are interested. It is the "How's it going" meme. If you want to look it up.
Delicious. Love that for us.
So look forward to that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah.
Anyways, proceed.
Yes.
Willow
So
nectar,
then at
and then...
that point, everyone had gotten their food, and Stavik was like, "Hey, I don't eat anymore, but I know somebody who just talked about missing fish. So I'm going to deliver this out to Husa, who was feeling kind of self-conscious about being in a new place
I started panicking
stayed-
at this point.
and stayed in the carriage. And the whole time I'm just like, the trap has been set already.
Right?
You have
Same.
you have grabbed the bait and you are marching directly into it, and I love everything about this. And you went right out there and you handed her the fish. She started eating it. She commented how good it was. And then there was a pause, and she looks up at you and she asks you, "Hey, do you want to be my mate?"
And there
And
was
all
no-
I was hoping for was for this awkward pause where you had to like sit there and be like, "Oh no, I have led this poor girl on. What the fuck have I done?" And then, "Oh no, honey, it's not like that."
I saw
I didn't-
Soul and Marcus get
Oh, honey,
reinvented
I
all
didn't
over again.
I didn't mean you to take it that way. I'm so sorry. I think of you more as a daughter. I'm trying to protect you from the scary world. That's what I thought was going to happen. But then, sir, you did something so much more glorious than that. What did you say?
You ruined this woman's life.
Sure.
Heck,
Sure.
why not? What's
Why
the
not?
consequence?
Eat
There couldn't possibly be anything.
You're eating a fish.
Eat a
right
fish.
here.
That's fresh.
So please, I would love for you to speak on that decision. Tell us.
So, in Stavik's mind, okay,
Please.
Take your
it's
time.
okay.
I don't know how to articulate this.
Try your
Okay.
best.
It's there were like 5 different thoughts going on in my head when the question was asked. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna seem like a creepy old man if I say yes. I'm gonna and it's all it was like, but it's Stavik, it's not me. So separate the thing. So Stavik, having been, I guess in my head I'm thinking of him as he is he sees this individual as someone who when they say mate, he is seeing it as what he then later on was talking with Louis as dating, as do you want, and there's there is the mistranslation in there, the which that's going to be fun.
I wouldn't call it necessarily a mistranslation. That's just like
You just
straight up
didn't
what it means.
ask.
I mean, it's also kind of just like classic, like, let's date in like a let's go on a date versus like, would you like to
Yes.
be my partner for life?
Yes, that is it. So, in Stavik's mind, they are just feeling each other out, seeing, hey, are they compatible?
So,
Yeah.
here's my question.
Yes.
And I almost don't want to ask this because I kind of want to just see for myself.
Oh, then please don't.
But I don't
see.
know that I think there are going to be enough complicating factors that the question is going to be invalid by the time we get there.
Okay, fair.
So, like, if he was like, sure, we can just feel things. Like, I don't expect this to be long term. Was he expecting then to just cut it off as soon as we found his wife, assuming that we find his wife?
And she doesn't turn out to be a bad person, and she's just
And-
been waiting for you?
Shit, and that reminds me, I forgot. I was going to say something in character, and I totally spaced out with Valentino and Bro talking at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Valentino was going to be like, oh, hey, Bro, this means that Stavik's wife's available now.
Save it for next session,
Save it
buddy.
for next session.
All right.
Wow.
You guys wake
Make
up
a
in the
note.
morning. It's a beautiful day. You both stand next to each other. It's going to be great.
Anyways, continue.
Continue, Screwy.
So yeah, no, it's I wasn't me as a player character. I didn't want to pass up this opportunity to create something deliciously awkward and drama-y.
And I appreciate you so much for that. I want you to know that.
Mm-hmm.
It was lovely.
I saw it, and you know what? I knew. I didn't know if you had set. I had asked you earlier, but I'll ask it now, for the podcast. Did you didn't plan this at all? This was just.
I mean, these things happen organically. Like, I thought it would be funny if she had a crush on a member of the party. And I thought it because I wanted it to be awkward because she's naive and new to the upper world, and she also like courtship is much different in their society. So I thought it'd be fun that if like she hung out with you guys, she'd probably try to court one of you. And I figured that I've already had enough people throw themselves at Louis that would be unfair
Thank you.
to continue to do that for everybody. So I figured the most awkward it would possibly be would be with Stavik. And also, that's not the reason why she chose Stavik. It was because Stavik has literally been the one to kind of go out of his way to be extra nice to Husa and to be the one to try to be the guardian and to look out for them. And then the fact that you brought her a meal was like the last straw, right? So
It's not even the age thing that bothers me. I'm gonna be frankly honest.
it's the undead thing?
No, it's
Not
just
even that
because
It's I know what. Yeah,
it's the nature of the relationship being parental
hear
first.
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for me, it's just the fact that he has, like, Stavik's ongoing, unresolved plot thread was, I gotta find my wife to at least figure out what the fuck is going on and sort that shit out.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, some harmless dating on the side while I sort
Yeah.
that shit out couldn't hurt anyone, right?
Right. So then you find your wife who's miraculously survived due to, magic or stasis or the same thing that happened to Stavik and is now a bone girl.
Oh God.
You get there
She is
and,
a
and
woman.
look, if bone boy, opposite bone girl, okay? I'm sorry, that's how language works. I don't know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't call him bone man.
Bone gal? Bone boy and bone
change
gal.
the nomenclature across the board to bonester and bonestress.
Bonester and bone stress.
I'm okay with this.
How about bone
Okay.
strix? I like bone strix.
Yes, that's a gender neutral one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
down
damage
for
true,
that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair.
So, yeah, the idea is like, say you find Ida at some point, and you're like, hey, you're still around / alive based on what the situation happens to be, and Ida's like, who the fuck is that? And you're like, oh, that's my side piece. Like,
Or it's like, that's my new wife, and she's like, hi, I like pine cones.
and then she just looks at you and is like, you haven't changed a bit, have you?
I
This is
mean,
why I sent
notably,
you into
she
the
also
void.
expects children from Stavik.
That's my favorite part. I was actually hoping to end the episode on that that bomb,
It
which
did
I
feel
kinda
like
did.
that. Yeah.
I did kind of get to end it there, so that was fun.
I
That's
honestly feel like the children is the least. I don't want to say problematic in the normal
Yeah,
sense, but
it's
like
not, it's not really the problematic part. I just feel
It's not
bad
the
for
problem.
her. I mostly just feel bad for her in all instances of this.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I did it. Wonderful.
The conversation between Louis and Xander and Stavik was very, very, very funny.
Oh, it was so good.
Do you feel full?
The
Do you
facial
feel full?
expressions of Kenny, the whole conversation, were just on point.
You mean Louis?
And the anger. What?
You mean Louis?
Yeah. And Louis' anger at the end was just so fun.
He was really
That was a joy.
keeping that conversation tame. As much as you guys were like,
Yeah.
"Oh man, he really ripped Stavik a new one," I was like, "No, he held back."
Mhm.
He was so nice.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
Do you feel satisfied with yourself, Beardy?
Oh,
Do you see-
I was super happy with today's episode personally.
Okay.
I think we did
Everything
great.
is good for Beardy
and,
right
and
now.
I will once
Yeah,
again blame the wonders of modern medication.
Blaming
Also,
is still an interesting choice of word.
What?
Blame. The word blame is still an interesting choice of word when you talk about it.
Attribute?
Attribute.
How about that?
Yeah.
A tribute.
I will
Who are we
attribute
attributing
tonight's success to the supreme power of modern pharmaceuticals. There you go.
Could have said medicine.
Could have, but I wanted to go
Here's-
We
fancier.
could just drop it there.
Here's my
All right.
prediction, though. Here's my
Oh?
prediction. Stavik's going to fuck up.
Oh,
That's the
No
first.
way.
Does that count
No,
as a
no.
prediction?
never gonna happen. Not a single time for going here forward is Stavik ever gonna make any mistakes.
Stavik's gonna fuck it
That's
up.
my prediction. I'm ready to bet on that one because like losing money on that one would just be funny enough that I would be willing to get lose the money. I've got a I don't know prediction or whatever, but what I'm excited for, this is like my last thought for the night anyway, is who's older or younger than Stavik's daughter?
Oh, don't do that.
Okay, so Stavik's
But you might
daughter,
wanna be
we
able to
know,
explain it to her.
is at least 70 years old.
75, I
right.
believe.
Because there's been like
75.
a 70-year jump,
Mm.
and she was like 5 or 6.
She was 5. Yep.
So she's like 75 or 76 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Husa is definitely younger than that.
Mhm.
Husa is, I would say, probably around 32 in Lintakivi years.
What's that in human years?
I mean, technically of age.
So 18.
So
So
what you're
close.
saying is,
So close to that, yeah.
hey, honey, this is my daughter. She could be your grandma.
I'm just saying that this is the point that Xander was making.
Yeah. I don't know what you want because Louis was like, you literally treat her like a daughter. But like, maybe that's on me for like putting that like cute little relationship in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I thought it was innocent. My bad. Whoopsie daisies.
I'm just excited to see all of these potentially
Problems.
conflicting responsibilities that Stavik like keeps on taking. He was like, I need to fix what's going on with Owen. I need to like discover what's going on with my wife and potentially kill her. I need to resolve things with my daughter. I need to single-handedly end the curse on this entire species. I need to make this new girl happy.
Yeah.
I need to potentially become a paladin and like gain the blessing of my god, related to some of the other ones. But now all of these are kind of intersecting and crossing with each other, and I'm interested to see the ones that he will let fall.
Yeah, when they will come up to a point where it's like you have to choose one or another.
Mhm.
What is your real priority list when push comes to shove with these? And it's going to be wonderful to see them break away.
It will be.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. You have a long way to go. You have a very long way to go. So, yeah. Any final thoughts before we get to bingo?
Yeah. Beware dark figures in a dark tent, for
That's
that brings dark
true.
tidings.
Yeah. Bro totally fucking called it.
Bro did call it.
It's like he's gonna come out of that and say some weird shit. I guarantee it.
What can I say?
Well, that was but that would be like going, oh, he's gonna come out of his trance and continue breathing. Like, yeah, most likely.
That's true.
Although
He
I
was-
cannot guarantee that Xander will continue breathing after his trance.
When he got up and started dancing, he was this close to taking Louis with him.
What?
Nice.
But
What?
why though?
Because it was exuberance.
Okay.
You know, like the hobbits
Interesting.
in the Prancing Pony.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be like that.
also, not super big, but Zoolan did take off his mask. So
That's
Yeah,
true.
that was
And
really
the
fun.
shepherd dance.
Oh,
I
the
love
shepherd dance is
Zulin's
so good.
dance.
Right.
Zoolin
me
is
too.
always-
Beautiful and
so fun.
perfect.
Yeah.
Also, because I was describing his face as quite simplistic, I would kind of say it's like gaunt.
Mm.
If to think of like the first thing that comes to my mind, what's it from Arcane?
Victor?
No,
Victor-esque.
the old guy, I assume, right? That's what I imagine, like him without all the scars and stuff. The Victor's
Singed?
Are you Singed or Victor?
yeah.
These are
Singed.
very different.
No, Silco's far too. Are you talking about Silco?
Singed is
no.
the alchemist guy that Beardy can't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
his name.
I didn't know
Oh,
his
no.
name.
Not
The alchemist
also,
guy, yeah.
not as pretty as Victor, but
No.
Okay.
similar. More, the
Okay.
gauntness of Victor.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
We can work with it. We can work with it.
Yes, you can.
I can fix him.
It's good.
Bingo?
It's good.
Bingo.
Yeah, let's
Bingo.
go to bingo.
Gary.
So
Any bingos?
Gary. So I looked at the bingo here. Now maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But I
Most likely.
did not get any bingos. So
I got 2, but
okay.
we
go
can-
ahead.
we can,
Go
of course,
ahead.
discuss.
What were your bingos?
second column and second last row.
Okay. So wow. All right. So we had some differences then. So the only one on the second column that I missed was Bastion has a good idea / suggestion. So what
Hmm.
did Bastion have a good idea suggestion today?
I thought that the whole like conversation about like what to do if Louis was ever in a like fist fight, like how to take
Yeah,
down
the
somebody.
tumble
Oh, you know
counted.
what?
teaching.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's fair. I'll give you that. That's a bango. There we go. One bango. Bango.
So what is
All right.
that line?
That line is noble talk. Further bad influence on Husa, which absolutely happened today. Holy shit. I underlined, double circled that one, like just bordered it like 17 times. Like that absolutely happened.
I couldn't have predicted this could happen.
And then the next one was no PCs go down in the fight. And then the last one was blood alcohol content over 0.08.
Mhm.
So good stuff. That is a bingo. And you said the next one you had was fourth row.
Yes, fourth row.
That's the one that starts with Rue.
Yes.
Because I didn't have. Did we talk? Was Rue mentioned today?
Yes.
Yes.
That last conversation with Stavik when we talked
Okay.
about the whole estrangement situation.
Okay.
Yeah, Xander brought that up very specifically.
Okay. The next one I didn't have was we get a fun lore drop. Did we have a fun lore drop today?
I think we got a whole bunch of lore drops today about like Lentikivi culture.
Okay.
We got stuff about the Protean like invasion of Burgos, the occupation, and what they did with cities.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of info from
That's
the
true.
Luna thing.
The Valuna
Yeah,
necklace.
the thing. Okay, that's fair. I'll mark that one. And then the last one I didn't have in that row was Zulin finds ingredients to truth serum.
He brought up the grass that Louis had been looking for before that they were not able to find on the way there.
Okay, so that happened as well.
We made shit.
Truthfully, we have all of the ingredients for the truth serum.
Oh, okay.
So
All right, we'll count it then, and that is a second bango. All right, that works.
Was there
So,
any that wasn't said?
2 bangos.
Yes,
So,
there
yeah,
are a few.
Arguments about ethics and morality. I had marked that one as yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one we already had from the other bingo, which was no PCs go down in a fight.
Are there any other things that happened that we did get marked that we can
Oh.
say?
Absolutely. And one was we finally make it to Rosalejo.
Yay.
Strange going-ons in town, which almost could be a free space at this point.
Uh-huh.
Something gets stolen. I put that on. I think we had something get stolen. New delicacies are discovered. Yes.
Indeed.
Shameless flirting. That definitely happened today.
Mhm.
Eden is mentioned. That happened today. And then the
Mhm.
last one, suffering. Suffering happened.
Yay. I
That
also
sounds like
marked
the most
yes.
free space we've brought up so
Yeah.
far.
That might
What
be a
was
pretty weak.
the-
Go ahead.
what was the free space?
Oh, I am all I am, all I am.
and you can't even get that. It's because it's the Shadow, the Hedgehog song, because we're fighting shadows. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny.
Yeah. I also marked Caravan not what it seems because Kenny and I were talking about how there is something sus about the Caravan all week.
All week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I can see that one too. All right.
Mhm.
They were sus. I don't trust
They were
them.
super sus.
yeah, not too bad. So 2 bangos. I'll adjust your hero points to reflect that, and you'll have some more hero points for next session.
Sweet.
Oakley
But
dokley.
I think that pretty much wraps it up. So I want to thank everybody for listening in to our checkpoint, and we will see you in the next one, which is going to be what?
That is probably going to be our Christmas special as long as I get everything done.
Oh my god!
I had surgery last week, so things are a little more rushed on my side. But
Well.
the guide is done. I just got to finish everything else.
So, with any luck, we'll be having an amazing Halloween or holiday is the word I was going for. An amazing holiday special for our next episode. So,
If it's
I
not
very
next
much
week,
look
it'll
forward
be
to it.
the week after. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
if not, it'll be a regular old episode, but we will be back next weekend with more check, please.
Sorry, it has to be a Halloween special now. You have to throw
I
out
have
the
to
whole
throw
thing.
out the entire thing.
Happy Halloween
favorite.
days.
Happy
Nightmare
Halloween,
Before
Miss.
Christmas.
Don't put that out into the world. Have a wonderful fucking day, everyone. Thank you all for
Yeah.
rolling with us, and I love you all so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.